Lots of video game news to talk about this week, so let's jump right in. What up, viewers? What up? What up? Today is Friday, May 1st. It's gonna be May. And that means it's time for a quick recap of the week in video game news. Like I said in the intro, there's a lot of news, so this is going to be coming at you real quick, rapid fire. So first big thing I want to talk about this week was Ubisoft's big reveal of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I feel like there's been a rumor in the video game industry. There's always a rumor in the video game industry. But I feel like this rumor was kind of let out of the bag 2-3 years ago. It was a pretty low-lying rumor, but I think we knew that the next Assassin's Creed game would be a Viking-based one. So it seems like this one is set during the Saxon invasion of England, which, I don't know when that was, like 400, 500 AD. So anyone who's keeping track of Assassin's Creed timeline, you can throw that out the window. But it looks like this game's going to be very much like Odyssey, where it's going to be like an RPG, more of like an action RPG than it is like a stealth tactics game. So I'm excited about this one. I've been kind of doing on and off again with the Assassin's Creed games, and so I'm really interested in looking into the Valhalla stuff. I can't wait to start throwing axes around. The two different characters look really good. Oh my god, the cinematic was just amazing. Whatever you're doing, after you're done with this, go watch the cinematic. I'll have a link down below to the cinematic. It looks amazing, and I'm really excited to play it. I like the storyline. When I was set on and off again, I did put like 10 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I played all of Origins. So I'm kind of really excited about the new direction that Assassin's Creed is going, away from the stealth action and more to the RPG. So let me know what your thoughts are on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it's coming out this year. So that's another exciting piece of news. Finally, we have the release dates to the new upcoming Sony exclusive titles. The Last of Us 2 is now at the end of June, or in the middle of June, June 19th. And that means that Ghost of Tsushima has been pushed from its middle of June date. That has now been pushed into July. It's July 17th. So we can finally, The Last of Us, we only have to wait 6 more weeks. I think if they're, at this point, they're probably gonna, this is a flagpole in the ground. They're probably gonna be down. This is the one. So we can play Last of Us 2 in just 6 or 7 short weeks. So, oh my god, I'm so excited for it. And summer's going to be slow, so I'm really glad to pick up one really good, long narrative, awesome game that I will be playing this summer, The Last of Us 2. Gears Tactics released this week. I don't know if it's on Xbox, if it's just PC only. I would think it would be pretty dumb if it was just PC only. But Gears Tactics, the turn-based tactical shooter, XCOM-like, that Gears has been propping up for a while, is finally released this week with an 81 Metacritic score. Now that's, every time a game releases, I talk a little bit about the Metacritic score. 80 is kind of in that range where if it's the type of genre game you might like, or if it's a series you might continue to like the series. I like XCOM-like games. I like turn-based games. I'm really strategic when I'm playing video games, so I'm really excited for this one. I've heard really good things. I think it's funny that XCOM has released Chimera Squad within like a week of this game coming out. I don't know if it's for fear or if this is when they were gonna release it anyway. But Gears Tactics looks good. I hope I can play it on the Xbox Game Pass. I'm excited to play those games because those are the types of games I like. Stadia had its Stadia had its State of Play. Stadia had its Connect. That is the consumer-facing, 15-minute direct-to-consumer Stadia video that they released this week. They talked about their partnership with EA and how they're going to get EA games on their platform, with Jedi Fallen Order, Madden, and FIFA coming later this year. They also talked about their 2 free months of membership. They talked about the 2 free months membership that we've talked about, in the last couple of weeks, of if you have a Gmail account, you can play Stadia Pro for free for 2 months. And they also announced some free games. They've got what seems like a PlayStation Plus type game slew that they're going to release. One of which was Steam World Heist, which I would be interested in playing. So I'll have to open up my Stadia again if I want to play Steam World Heist, because I don't think I played that one. That was the one Steam World game I don't think I played. But yeah, Stadia, they also announced they explained it again to the consumers that you can buy the games on the platform or you can play the free ones. They showed off Destiny, they showed off Doom Eternal, and so now they're working with EA to try and get those games onto their platform. So sounds like Stadia is trying to grow ever so slightly. Not that EA is any slouch. Moving right along, Summer Game Fest. So there is a new, because E3 has been canceled, Jeff Keighley and a group have said that they're going to start hosting digital gaming events in lieu of E3. And so all throughout, or from May till August, they're gonna be doing digital showcases, working with publishers to try and kind of give them, I would assume, to give the publishers a platform to kind of promote their games, because we want to know about the games that are coming out. And some companies might not necessarily have the platforms, pre-built to do that. So pretty cool. I also feel like it's a little, it's a little like Jeff Keighley and I Am 8-Bit kind of biting their thumb at E3, because E3 because they don't have, I think there's bad blood there. So kind of feels like that, but hopefully we get to see all the games that are coming out and we still get the showcases that we expect coming this summer. Speaking of summer, June's Nintendo Direct has been delayed due to COVID-19. So any of the Nintendo Direct that we were expecting around E3 time, that has now been delayed out. Speaking of Xbox Game Pass, the greatest deal in video games has now reached a new subscriber tier of 10 million subscribers. So, I'm one of them. Yay! Hoping to play Gears Tactics using my Game Pass. But yeah, that's a big benchmark for them to hit. I don't know how that benchmarks against the other ones. I think Game Pass is like the best in class kind of game subscription service that that's out there. But people could probably prove me wrong down in the comments. May the 4th is coming up on Monday. So obviously all the Star Wars sales are going on this weekend. You can get Jedi Fallen Order. There was like a huge bundle, like $300 worth of Star Wars games for like $80 on Steam. So if you're a huge Star Wars fan like I am, then you can get all of those games on your Steam account in the May the 4th game sale. Two really cool kind of game designs I saw this week. There was a rhythm-based shooter. So imagine like DDR, but with pulling the trigger. It was called Gun Jam, and I think it was just a tweet that I saw that kind of like showed the concept. It looked really cool. So you just had like the rhythm beats coming up the screen, and then you just pulled the trigger whenever you saw those. Kind of interesting. I don't know if they're going to eventually work like reloading into it, or if it's just running around, jumping around, shooting on beat. Kind of reminds me of like Cryptid the Necrodancer or Cadence of Hyrule. I played Cadence of Hyrule and I really liked it. But yeah, that was one of the cool game concepts I saw this week. As well as End Zone, a post-apocalyptic survival city builder. So think of like RTS, but rather than fighting against a different opponent or an AI component, you are fighting against the elements. Maybe a little bit like Frostpunk. But yeah, that game is now early access on Steam, and I thought it was a really cool idea. Like, rather than being, 1v1 or kind of like city building in order to take over a different city, not even like Civ levels. I think it was just based on survival. So I thought it was a pretty cool concept. I'm really got this like RTS kind of city builder itch right now, hoping to play Warcraft Reforged sometime soon. But that's complete tangent. But yeah, this game End Zone is on Steam early access, and I'm looking forward to what comes of that. last but certainly not least, the Wolfenstein board game Kickstarter that no one told me about, and I'm quite upset and no one told me about, has finished on Kickstarter. It has really awesome detailed models. I'm a huge board game fan. I check Kickstarter, I don't know, twice, once or twice a week just to see what kind of things are on there. But this one kind of missed. Side note, I think Kickstarter's like search algorithm is pretty bad sometimes. Like based on what I've bought on Kickstarter, it should really recommend things like the Wolfenstein board game to me, and they just don't kind of pop up in my feed. So anyway, yeah, the Wolfenstein Kickstarter. I think you can still late pledge for it if you want to get your hands on this awesome board game video game mashup. It looked like a kind of a tile, move around tile. You have your action points, kind of typical dungeon maneuvering board game. But yeah, that was the Wolfenstein board game on Kickstarter. Links down below in the description. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this content. If you do, follow, like, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch. Links down below in the description so you can see more great content like this. Thanks again. I hope you have a super day. I hope you're staying happy, healthy, and safe amidst all the COVID-19 stuff. Hope you have a super weekend, and I hope you have a super day. Bye!